Hello all. Tonight I will be making some surf and turf on the grill. I mean, hey, you can't go wrong with a little bit of steak and a lobster tail cooked on the grill. So here we go. In my first step, I just want to season my steak, and I am cooking it on this cast iron skillet on the grill. So first I'm going to spray it with some olive oil cooking spray, and then hope the leaves don't all fall on my food. I'm going to season it with some garlic powder. A little windy out here today. Some onion powder and some black pepper. And then what I will do is I will flip it over and season the other side the same way. Okay, this is gonna be so delicious. Okay, and then now what I'll do is I will let that sit for about 10 minutes, and while this is sitting, I will let the grill heat up. I've heated my grill to 400 degrees, so now it's time to go ahead and add the steak. And this cast iron pan is heavy. So we'll just lift that and toss this in here. And make sure you close that lid, and I'm gonna go ahead and set my timer for 5 minutes. See you soon. While my steak is cooking, I'm gonna come in and prepare my lobster tail. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut the shell with my scissors. Just try to make a nice clean cut there. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna try to pull this to the side a little bit, just so I can get some butter in there. I've got some butter out already, so we'll just kind of try to get that in underneath the shell. And that should just melt right in onto the lobster tail. And I sure am making a mess, but it's all good. And then I'm going to come in with my olive oil cooking spray, and I'm going to spray my zucchini and my scallops. And then I'm going to give everything a little bit of pepper, because you can't go wrong with black pepper. And the wind is blowing this all over the place again. Okay, and so now while we wait, I will just go ahead and I will cover this up and sit it to the side until I'm ready for it. I checked my steak at 5 minutes, but it wasn't quite ready to be flipped. So I gave it about 2 more minutes. Now I'm gonna come in, we're gonna flip this. And what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give that 6 minutes on this side, and then we'll be back. My steak is now looking perfect, so I'm just gonna flip over just to give it a little singe on the side that we cooked first, just for a few seconds. And now I'm gonna transfer this over here, and I'm gonna wrap it up in this foil, and I'm gonna set this to the side for a few minutes while I cook up my lobster, my scallops, and my vegetable. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to toss in my lobster tail, and I have some butter. I'm just going to put some butter down the bottom here. And I'm going to try not to make too much in there. And then I'm going to add in my vegetables and my scallops. And this shouldn't take more than, I don't know, maybe about 5 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes. We'll cook one side. And I will close the grill, and we'll come back in maybe about 3 or 4, maybe 3 minutes. It has been 3 minutes, so now it's time to give everything a good stir. I'm just gonna mix up my zucchini a little bit. And I'm going to flip each of my scallions. And they are not on the heat as well as I would have liked, so I'm going to try to move everything over just a little bit. Okay, that should be good. And we'll see you again in 3 minutes. Dinner should now be cooked to perfection, so it is time to go ahead and serve things. And so first, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna grab my steak. Oh, that looks so good. I'm gonna grab my little scallop. Maybe I'll just toss them right on top of the steak. That's perfect. Oh, and one landed right in my mashed potatoes. And I did cook mashed potatoes in the house. Okay, so that looks perfect. That looks absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to bite into that. Have a great night, everyone.